Ninjas, crypto may make you massive gains, but always remember that crypto is unregulated and is highly risky activity. Although you could get gains, there is a real risk that you could lose all your money too. So do your own research and be careful. Not investment advice, this is just entertainment. Thank you. I feel like if I don't cover this one, I'm gonna get murdered. Now, many of you guys have been asking me about this one for a long time. I mean, all the other influencers have been talking about it. Everyone have been giving opinions. Everyone have been making reviews, calls, AMAs, whatever it is. But I have stayed quiet on this project for a long time. And that's exactly the reason why, because many people are already talking about it. Why I'm gonna be another one just talking about the project. There is just enough information out there about Shido Finance. So why should I just do the same thing? Anyway, I'm just gonna give my opinion because many of you guys have been asking me, requesting me Shido Finance, saying that this is the project with the most utilities, the project that is doing the most in the bear market, the project that is gonna be massive, all that. So just gonna take a look. I'm gonna tell you what I believe. I gathered a little bit of information for you guys that is gonna be beneficial if you are investing on Shido, and of course I'm gonna tell you what I think, my honest opinion. This is not paid promotion. They have not reached out to me. I can just say whatever I want about the project, and of course that's exactly what I do all the time, so you guys already know the drill. My first impression of Shido Finance when I get it, I was, well, this is the dream project if you think about it. I spend all day long talking in this mic and saying telling you guys that I love utility projects. Those are the projects that I want to invest my money for the long term. And if you look at this chart, of course, if you bought back in March, or if you bought back in April when they released the Ethereum one, of course, you can see it right here, because yes, they are multi-chain both on BSC and Ethereum. If you bought at the beginning, well, that was an amazing opportunity, because look at the chart, it looks pretty massive. But of course, now that we see the green candle, we say why they didn't invest. But before, there are some concerns that you guys, of course, have. That was the reason why you didn't invest on a project. Some red flags, stuff like that. I do feel like Shido, and I'm telling you, saying this as a friend or whatever it is. I do believe that Shido started as a small project that it just became massive. And I can tell you that because I'm not exactly sure, but this website actually looks quite similar to free template that you can get on Wix.com, which I'm gonna be checking that later on. But the website just give me vibe of that is started, as I say, as a pretty like a free template that they got and just they agree a little bit and just go to start it. But that's the only negative point that I gotta say about this. But the website looks fine. I don't have any problem with it, as I say. But if you don't believe me, you can go and find Wix.com and try to find a free template. I believe that this template is there, but that's nothing bad. You can just make a website or a template. That's nothing bad about that. But yeah, I just feel like it was a small project that it was supposed to be like a normal project, but it just become massive since in the last, like, I don't even know, months or so. Since August, it just been going crazy. So of course they got a lot of utility, guys, and that's something that I gotta give to these guys. Whoever is a developer, of course, you can see the team right here. The whatever it is, I'm gonna be reading names, a lead advisor, travel on there. Of course, you guys, a lot of people here. You guys can see these guys have been doing quite a lot of work, and you can see on the wallet that we released the wallet already, which is supposed to be the Trust Wallet killer. But as I said before, to kill a wallet that is mainstream already, to kill a platform that is being used for millions and millions of people already, it's gonna be quite hard. So don't expect that Shido wallet is gonna take over Trust Wallet just because you have better numbers or better. I'm gonna be talking about that. It's just a bit, of course, better capabilities. It doesn't mean that it's gonna take over, because just people get used to it. Once you get to something, you just feel lazy to change, or you don't trust new stuff to change. If Trust Wallet work fine, why would you change? Well, there is some reason for that. But of course, the target that people, investors or influencers are putting on Shido Wallet is going to be Trust Wallet. It's just pretty hard to get there. Let's just put it that way. This is actually a pretty massive project. They got, as I said, the Shido Wallet, which is already on Google Play and of course on iOS as well. This is pretty cool. The Shido Exchange, we have a lot of capabilities. I'm going to be talking about that in just a minute. The Shido Perpetual, Shido Card, Shido Market, the NFT Market, and of course the Shido Games. They just released the UI for the exchange. It looks pretty cool. It looks quite neat. Even was liked by BINANCE CEO as well, which is pretty nice to see. They got a lot of exchanges. They got like 36,000 followers, over 2.6 thousand to this project that has been running for a few months. So of course you expect this kind of amount of numbers, but pretty nice. And of course there is a lot of, like, as I say, hype around the project. Many people retweeting even in the last 6 hours. It's been trending in the last few days, in the last months or so. And of course, there is a reason for that. They have been quite busy developing and dropping quite a lot of information. So of course, you gotta give it to them. They have been working every single day, and that's something that we do like. I do like, and I do feel when actually researching this project. Just shout out to them for doing quite a lot of developing. That's something that we do enjoy. Now I'm gonna give you a little bit of information before we go on with each specific thing about the project. Now they already listed on CoinMarketCap already. That's old. That's nothing new. They actually on the two main blockchains right now, on Ethereum and BSC. First they started on BSC, and after like 1 or 2 months I believe they actually launched on Ethereum. Both chains of the BSC chain have like 2.9 thousand addresses, and 90.3% of the liquidity is locked for a year, so there is no problem for 100 years. So there is no issue with that. Only 10% unlocked, which is to say 10 to 5% is fine. It's not a major issue. Now the volume is fine, only $49,000. Ethereum have more volume than this project. Even though there is a lot of hype, there is still not a lot of volume, I would say that. But pretty nice pump right here. A lot of people make money if you bought it, let's say for example right here, back to all-time high was around 1.4 thousand percent, so like 14x, pretty good gains of course if you bought it on August or stuff like that, or even if you bought it back on January, or pretty sweet gains. Then of course we have the liquidity lockup for the Ethereum one. You can see right here around $90,000 already locked. The liquidity is around $212,000. So I'm not exactly sure how much the liquidity here is locked, or maybe they actually got some burn tokens as well. You can see the new wallet 52%. So it's a little bit complex for me to tell you exactly how much is locked, how much is burned, and how much of these tokens are in circulation right now. But it looks safe. This is a project that should be safe. That's all I'm gonna say. They are not developing all these and like working to then scam the product for a few $1,000s. Right now the liquidity in general, if you look at it, only $212,000, and the next on BS is gonna be $262,000, only $500,000. They are not gonna put all this work and all this effort, all these names and fully docs or that to scam a product for $500,000, which is what there is on the LP in both chains right now. So yeah, if you think about it, this is a pretty safe project. That's my opinion. Only around 618 holders on Ethereum. I would say pretty low amount of holders for the massive pump that there is on the chart. And for the the market cap is not that massive, 3.6 million on Ethereum, and of course the same 3.9 millions on BSC. So it's not a massive market cap for the project if you think about it. I would expect 10, 20, 50 million, but we are in the bear market. There is not that much volume going in. People are scared. It is what it is, of course. Do not expect a massive volume. Do not expect a massive market cap, because right now, just not the best conditions right now. Everyone is scared, everyone is bearish, and it is what it is. They got, of course, a dedicated website for the exchange, dedicated website for the NFT collections, of course, for the NFT marketplace. They released the NFT collection already as well, which has actually one-on-one and stuff like that. They saw a lot of them, and they actually got the play to earn game, which you can see right here. And this looks pretty basic. This play to earn game. This was to say, those who developing the website and stuff like that, they are not that, as I say, skill. Which would say that for a project this caliber, I would expect a little bit more, but it is fine. Everything else looks pretty cool. This NFT marketplace is pretty nice, and of course it works, which is what we're looking for at the end of the day. Now let's talk about the as you can see, as I said, the developers are fully doxed, and I'm going to be talking about that. They got some partners like Anti Solutions, Morales, and some other big names on the space. Travel and is there. I mentioned Travel because one of the biggest one. It doesn't mean that it's safe, because Travel is there. Of course, one of the advisors. There is a lot of stuff staking, game market exchange, a bunch of utilities. They actually got a lot of stuff done already. That developed the Chiva Car Visa, launched NFT collection. They got more other stuff developed. Chiva Exchange version 2, new blockchain, bridge to new blockchains, massive tier 1 marketing, 50,000 community members already. I mean, a bunch of milestone to get. Of course, this roadmap is pretty massive. It's pretty extensive. And of course, that's something that makes people bullish on the long term. They want to hope, because they see a lot of things coming. Only 6% to buy and sell. It's pretty low transaction tax. And of course, you can see a lot of stuff right here. Now, Let's talk about this right here, which is gonna be the main thing. Everyone is saying that this is gonna be the Trust Wallet killer. Shido Wallet multi-chain is an up-to-date secure wallet to store, buy, send, swap tokens, and collect NFTs on multiple chains. Shido Wallet features multi-chain storage for your assets, inbuilt cross-chain DEX, full fee integration on and off ramp, unique price alerts, NFT support, DApp integration, ledger support, contactless, and much more. More importantly, your assets are safe with Shido Wallet. We have implemented a biometric 2-layer security authentication as additional layers of security besides your wallet private password. Shido Wallet is available on iOS, Android, of course, and etc. on Chrome. Download now. You actually can get your wallet right here if you want. And there is a lot of things that this wallet can do. And of course, a next generation DeFi wallet, they talk about what they're trying to do. Of course, buy crypto easily with credit and bank card and bank transfer, swap crypto, the similar things you can do in a wallet, do any transfer in any cross-chain and stuff like that. Full NFT support for your collectibles. It's one of the things that many wallets do not have. You cannot see your NFT collection. You gotta go to another website. It's complicated. I'm not into NFTs, but of course, you can see this right here. That's pretty good. That actually integrate the NFT stuff with their wallet. You can see that and see the volume of that. You'll get away to Web3 dApps. It's just a pretty secure, pretty full wallet in build cross-chain DEX, multi-chain support, buy crypto with your bank account if you want, the NFT and all that, the ledger, price alert, the extension browser, Web3 dApp integration. They have made this a pretty strong project when it comes to supporting different things, to going like why, or when it comes to holders, so people who actually would like this. And even though the wallet only has around 500 downloads right now, this is a pretty interesting wallet. You actually should check out that for sure. But of course, Trust Wallet is massive. Trust Wallet is a pretty stable and of course like already established app that most people in the space use already. So it's gonna be quite hard for them to get to that level of Trust Wallet. I'm not saying that's gonna happen anytime soon. I'm not saying that it's never gonna happen, but those claims I would say are a little bit bold right now when it comes to the capabilities of what Shido Finance can do. And of course, to change people's mind is not that easy. Anyway, from the investment point of view right now, it's not the best time to buy if you think about it, because we are in a massive pump right here. So we gotta wait for this to cool down a little bit, find an entry and then buy. That's gonna be my opinion. But anyway, when it comes to the long-term potential of the project, yes, it is not about entry, because long-term there is a lot of potential. But of course, from the investment point of view, on technical analysis point of view, it is not the best time to buy any of Bushard right now, because we are near the all-time high. And one thing that you got to learn, of course, is never buy the all-time high. You always find a good entry, even though it takes time, because if you buy the all-time high, most likely you are gonna get burned and you can lose 50, 60, 70% of your money like this. So just be careful. Also make sure to DCA. Don't put all your money in just one buy. If you have $1,000, you buy 300, or maybe 500 and 500, 2 different buys. Just as I say, you don't get burned if things goes bad, because it could go bad. We don't know. I don't expect it to happen, because they're actually building quite a nice project and there is a lot of hype. There is a lot of people working behind this, but it's an all-time high and I will never buy any per all-time high. I got burned like 2 years ago and I will not do it again. And many of you guys know that already, and you guys tell me, Ninja, why did I buy all-time high? And I told you, why did you did it? We have been talking about this 1 million times. From perspective, as I say, from the potential point of view, it is still pretty early. From the investment point of view, it's not the best time to buy. Just think about it as you wish. Put it away. It depends how much loan you want to hold. If you actually want to hold for 1, 5, 2 years, this entry doesn't matter. If you actually want to make some quick gains tomorrow, this entry is not the best entry. Just to say, depending on your targets, depending on what you're trying to get out of this trade, it's gonna be your entry, or it's gonna be, as I say, you're gonna decide what to do. But Shido, as I say, looks pretty nice. I had not make any video on the product because there's a lot of videos out there on Shido Finance already. So why should I spend my time on it? But you guys already know that I like the project. It's cool, it's interesting. It started something small, have become something pretty complete, full of utilities, which is something that I love. Of course, I'm a sucker for utilities. So yeah, shout out to the team, shout out to everyone that's working with it, shout out to you guys that are holding. You guys are near all-time high. If you bought a few months ago, you are in nice gains right now. 14, 15, 20x, 30x. I don't know exactly how much you make, but pretty nice gains. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna see you guys later. Stay safe. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you like Shido? Do you like it? Do you agree, disagree? Do you think it's actually a good entry or not a good entry? Whatever it is, let me know in the comment section. Also remember to join the Ninja Calls. And yeah, gonna be seeing you guys later for more content. Stay safe.